Union Minister Ajay Mishra's son Ashish Mishra has been arrested by the UP police in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence case. Ashish Mishra was grilled by the SIT for more than 12 hours on Saturday, and he was arrested for not cooperating in the probe and giving evasive answers. Union Minister's son also failed to provide proof of his whereabouts during the Lakhimpur violence case that left 8 dead and dozens injured. Ashish Mishra is the key accused in the Lakhimpur violence. Ashish is allegedly a part of the convoy that mowed down protesting farmers on 3rd October in Lakhimpur. The UP police have already lodged an FIR against Ashish Mishra. He's charged with murder, rioting, criminal conspiracy and being armed with a weapon. Ashish Mishra's arrest is coming after the 6 days of horrifying incident. The Supreme Court in its hearing also said that it was not satisfied with the Yogi government's actions taken so far.
लंबे इंट्रोगेशन के बाद हम लोगों ने पाया कि वो नॉन कोऑपरेशन कर रहे हैं, सहयोग नहीं कर रहे हैं, विवेचना में कई सारी बातें नहीं बताना चाह रहे हैं। तो नॉन कोऑपरेशन, इवेसिव रिप्लाई, इन सब हम कस्टडी में ले रहे हैं, अरेस्ट कर रहे हैं। ही विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड बिफोर कोर्ट और हम इसका सस्टेन्ड कस्टोडियल इंट्रोगेशन आगे करेंगे।
Tiwari here is an arrest that's come a little too late, but yet finally it seems like the accused here has been brought to book. Ashish Mishra has been accused of not cooperating with the investigation, and therefore the police have now decided to arrest him.
Good evening. 3 things stand out. One is that if Ashish Mishra is now arrested, it is clear that his father, the Home Minister or Minister of State for Home in India, had been lying and misleading the police. It was obvious from the video also when the father said that the car overturned on farmers because farmers pelted stones. And for 2 days continuously BJP blamed farmers and said that it was violence, conspiracy and all kinds of stories were planted by a section of media. So one, his father has no locus standi, no moral standi to stay in the role of Minister of Home for the country. 2, it also shows that Ek Rashtra Dhritarashtra model of Prime Minister Modi will not work. India needs a Prime Minister who is proactive, and if such allegations come, this minister should have it dismissed on day 1 rather than the glacial pace at which things have worked. Second, it is obvious to the common man that how many institutions in our country must wake up for a straightforward action of law to happen.
जो कल्पित है, जो इस नरसंहार का मुख्य आरोपी है, जो आज पकड़ा गया है, उसके पिता स्टेट होम मिनिस्टर। सेंट्रल के होम मिनिस्ट्री के अंदर स्टेट की सारी पुलिस और लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को मॉनिटर करने की जिम्मेदारी होती है, और वो बार बार कह रहे हैं, आज सुबह भी बोले स्टेट होम मिनिस्टर कि मेरा बेटा दोषी नहीं। जो क्लीन चिट दे रहा हो जो मिनिस्टर, उस मिनिस्टर के मिनिस्ट्री के पुलिस क्या फ्री एंड फेयर इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर सकते हैं? कतई नहीं। ऐसे मिनिस्टर को अभी तक बर्खास्त क्यों नहीं किया आदरणीय मोदी जी ने? ये आश्चर्य की बात है। क्या उन्हें दाग अच्छे लगते हैं? तो ये कहने पड़ेंगे कि संभवतः उन्हें दाग अच्छे लगते हैं।
When this incident happened, the first priority of the UP state government was to provide compensation and a healing touch to those who had been affected by the violence, whether it were farmers or it were BJP workers or the journalists who unfortunately got caught in this entire mayhem. The government had prioritized that. As far as Mishra's arrest is concerned, we have been absolutely categorical. The Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister has said so on a public forum that law will take its course. And that is exactly what has happened. It's about time that we look at this entire incident from an objective prism, whether it is Mishra or the men who lynched BJP workers or people who got caught in this entire incident and have lost their lives. Everybody responsible has to be brought to book. Whether you're a minister's son or you are somebody who was clubbing another person to death, the law should apply equally to all of them. My only problem with the opposition's narrative is that they can't go beyond the minister and his son.
Abhishek Mishra is joining us live from Lucknow. Abhishek, the big question here is this. While Ashish Mishra is being interrogated, sources revealing that he's not cooperating with this particular probe as well. His father is MOS home. How can he continue to be in office when the agencies really report to him? Is he planning to step down till the probe is over? Because there can't be an impartial probe unless and until his father is MOS home.
Well, absolutely, Chaiti, and that's going to be a very important point now because, what has happened yesterday throughout the 12-hour grilling with Ashish Mishra. The SIT team looks not satisfied with whatever has been said or given. That's the reason that he has been arrested and now is under judicial custody. So it's a big question. At the same time, we have earlier seen how the BJP leaders and be it Ajay Mishra himself has been saying that he is innocent, and at the same time, what is the need to resign or things like that. But with now Ashish under the custody and the kind of things which have emerged after the long interrogation 12 hours, he was not able to give some substantial evidences about his presence exactly at that time from 2:36 to 3:30 p.m. So all those things come together, and it remains to be seen whether or not Ajay Mishra will resign or what action from the party line will be taken. Because if it doesn't happen, it might go again against the government and the kind of sense we are getting in the ground, which is extremely, extremely in favor of those families. And with that, it remains to be seen what action will be further taken.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us with those details right there. Superstar Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan Khan, has filed a bail plea in Mumbai Sessions Court. The hearing on the bail plea is to be heard next week. Aryan Khan is charged with procuring, selling, purchase and consumption of drugs. Meanwhile, Shah Rukh Khan's driver was grilled by the Narcotics Control Bureau on Saturday. According to NCB sources, Aryan Khan, Arbaz Merchant, Prateek Gaba and one more person had left Mannat for the party together. Narcotics Bureau is also widening the drug probe. One more arrest has been made in the Mumbai cruise drug bust. Narcotics Bureau has claimed to have arrested the supplier who supplied drugs to Arbaz Merchant. NCB picked up the supplier on Friday night. NCB has claimed that after interrogation, crucial leads have come up of him supplying drugs to Arbaz, who then supplied it to Aryan. The supplier is currently in NCB's custody. Trouble definitely mounting for former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh. The Mumbai Police Crime Branch has sent a notice to Parambir Singh. Mumbai ex-top cop has been asked to appear for questioning on Tuesday in connection with the Antilia bomb scare case. Earlier, a few reports suggested that the former top cop had fled the country, but no confirmation has been made as yet. Sources have told India Today that NIA has a witness who claims Parambir Singh allegedly forged documents in the Antilia probe and attempted to pay a bribe of 5 lakh rupees. Parambir has not been seen in public view since April 2021, which was the last time he appeared before the NIA. Remember, the former police commissioner was transferred to Home Guard in March 2021. He was on an extended sick leave from May to August. Towards the end of the month, there was no communication on his whereabouts. Later, it was found out that he was not at any of his houses in Mumbai, Chandigarh or Rohtak. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is all set to sound the UP poll bugle. Priyanka Gandhi is going to be starting her mission in UP from Prime Minister Modi's constituency, Varanasi. Congress General Secretary is all set to lead the Kisan Nyay rally that demands the resignation of Union Minister Ajay Kumar Mishra and the arrest of all the perpetrators behind the Lakhimpur Kheri violence. Priyanka is scheduled to visit the Baba Vishwanath temple at 11:30 a.m., followed by the visit to Maan Durga temple at 12:15 p.m. The rally is Kisan Nyay, scheduled to begin at 1:15 p.m. today. The Congress leader is expected to be accompanied by veteran leaders of UP Congress Committee and the chief ministers of Chhattisgarh and Punjab. The ongoing coal crisis in North India has led to a skirmish between the states and the centre. Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi has blamed the union government for the inadequate coal supply. Channi hit out at the centre, saying that thermal plants in Punjab were unable to generate power at full capacity due to insufficient coal receipt. Meanwhile, the national capital also stares at a power crisis. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal wrote a letter to the Prime Minister seeking his direct intervention into this matter. The Delhi CM raised 3 demands in the letter to the PM. Kejriwal demanded diverting of coal supply to Dadri and Jhajjar power plants, providing adequate gas supply to gas power stations and capping the price per unit of power to discourage profiteering. The centre has responded to the Delhi Chief Minister's letter, assuring it to supply all required quantities of gas to Bhavana and Pragati stations. Welcome back. India and China are set to hold 13th round of core commander level talks amidst the ongoing standoff. The talks are going to begin at 10:30 a.m. in China's Moldo and come amidst two recent attempts of transgression by Chinese troops in Uttarakhand and Arunachal Pradesh. The focus of the talks is going to be on putting up a similar mechanism of having a buffer zone to ensure disengagement can take place. Even as there has been no de-induction of troops and the build-up continues at forward locations from both sides. The previous talks took place on 31st July. Up until now, there has been disengagement at Pangong Tso, Gogra and Galwan, but Hot Springs continues to remain a friction point. At the India Today conclave, Chief of the Army Staff General M.M. Naravane has said it is a matter of concern that the Chinese troops are building up the infrastructure at the line of actual control. He claimed that if the Chinese are there to stay, Indian troops are there to stay too. Take a look.
You spoke of two unsettled borders, General Naravane. Let's start with what's happening across the Greater Himalayas. As Chief of Army Staff, what's your current reading of the state of play along the line of actual control? We've seen some pullbacks, very limited in sectors like Pangong, so in sectors like Hot Spring, but in Depsang, Demchok, the build-up continues. Also, just behind the LAC, a massive build-up has been undertaken by the PLA. Why do you think the Chinese army is amassing in the way that it is across the LAC from Ladakh all the way to Arunachal Pradesh? And our deployment is almost turning the LAC into a line of control like we have with India and Pakistan. Is that the way you believe things are likely to be from here, sir?
I think in one of the recent MEA updates, the MEA spokesperson had very clearly mentioned that whatever has happened along northern borders is because of the massive build-up by the Chinese and the non-adherence to various protocols which had been laid down in the past, which was the reason for the standoff and what all happened subsequently. So that is very clear as to what was the trigger for all that which happened. Yes, it is a matter of concern that the large-scale build-up which had occurred continues to be in place, and to sustain that kind of a build-up, there has been equal amount of infrastructure development on the Chinese side. So it means that they are there to stay. We are keeping a close watch on all these developments, but if they are there to stay, we are there to stay too. And the build-up on our side and the developments on our side, I would say, are as good as what the PLA has done. But what this will result in, especially if they continue to stay there through the second winter, will definitely mean that we will be in a kind of LC situation, though not an active LC as is there on the Western Front, but definitely we will have to keep a close eye on all their troop build-up and deployments to see that they don't get into any misadventure once again.